Hello and welcome to another Skaredcast Battle Report. Today, Katie plays 40k with me!
The Dark King.
The forces of the Tyranids, the bugs, the eating NOM NOMs are going to attack the Drukhari. The Drukhari will try and take biomass back to the Dark City in the name of the homunculi that are trying to regrow Archon Skari. Today's battle report will be vital ground, meaning that the objectives in no man's land are worth more than the objectives in our home deployment. And there's no objective in the middle. That's right, I just remembered that right now. Sweeping engagement is the deployment zone, so foe, dawn of war, and sweep and clear, which means sticky objectives is what the doctor ordered for everyone. And here we have 2,000 points of Drukhari. Now this is a mixed arms approach, and after playing Necrons for so long, I really needed to just bring a bit of everything and try out a couple of cool concepts. So let's go over it. It is a Drukhari detachment with Drazar and 5 Incubi, 2 units of 5 Mandrakes, my Warlord Homunculus with 5 racks. He is the Warlord and has the enhancement, the Crucible of Malediction. I've decided to try out a few things with Battle Shock mechanics, so he's pivotal for that as well. As you can see, I have a couple of allies, a Death Jester and a Solitaire, and Lilith Hesprax, leading unit of 10 Witches. 10 Kabalite Warriors in the army as well, 2 Ravagers with Dark Lances, a Raider, 2 units of 5 Scourge with Dark Lances because they're pretty cool, 3 Reaver Jet Bikes with a Heat Lance, 2 Venoms to split the Kabalites and have a place for the Incubi, 1 Kronos, and to round it off, a Void Raven Bomber with D-Sides. There you have it, the entire army ready to rock and roll, 2,000 points on the nose.
Okay, here is 2,000 points of my bestest, biggest gribbly bugs. We've got the Broodlord, who is hanging out with 5 Gene Stealers. He has the Adaptive Biology Enhancement. I do have 6 Zoanthropes, a leftover relic from 9th edition because they're my favourite things in the game. 2 Exocrines because just consistency is amazing. We have the Gribbliest Psychophage, an amazing Tyrannifex. He has got the Rupture Cannon, he just doesn't look like it right now. Molly the Maleceptor with her psychic shenanigans. We have Harry the Haruspex as well. First time I've actually used him, really excited about that. I have the Screamer Killer Clown. And then we come down to my warriors, which all have the Venom Cannons and all of the best stuff I can have with a Winged Tyranid Prime. I've also do have a Swarmlord who is not shown here because he's sneaking around for reasons.
The armies have deployed, Katie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll let you go through your deployment first.
So everything is just in one giant bundle. That's the only way I know how to do it. Everything is keeping each other safe, trying to get as much of the Psychophages feel no pain as possible. I do have a squad of Rippers in Deep Strike, which I also completely forgot on my list.
That's right. Well, that's, they're going around and consuming things. 2 Scourge, Venom with Drazar and Incubi. I decided to deploy Lilith with her Blood Brats, the Death Jester, and then, of course, on this corner, by himself, the Solitaire.
Brave boy.
Just going to go try and kill some characters that are stuck away in units over there. Reaver Jet Bikes, 2 units of Ravagers. We have a Venom with Kabalites, the Homunculus, 5 Kabalite Warriors on foot, and then infiltrating 2 units of Mandrakes that are up close and personal, ready to just get stuck in. So with that, I know it's a little dark in here, but that's okay. It's the mood lighting of 40k, which is what we have all come to enjoy. But this is going to be a fun game. I have decided to go for fixed secondaries, deploy teleport armors and bring it down, being that there's a million monsters to kill.
But you leave them alone. What do they ever do to you?
Exist.
That is rude. That is so rude.
And with that, we're going to roll for first turn. May the best Canadian win.
Ah.
That's a tie.
We're evenly matched Canadians, clearly.
Oh, that doesn't count. Okay. And again. Oh my goodness.
What?
Did this happen last time? I feel like this happened last time. Yes!
I guess the actual Canadian wins.
Okay, with that, it is Dark Eldar turn. Number 1. end of the first movement phase. My plan is simple. Deploy teleport homers and kill big bugs. So I don't have to think too much this game, because I have played many games of Warhammer in very little time. So I advanced this raider with Lilith and her witches up behind this building. The Venom has moved up with Drazar just to get pot shots at some of the infantry. The Solitaire is blitzing and is going to hope to make a charge.
So tempted to Overwatch with like all of the guns there, but it's fine. Not
today, you won't. The Death Jester is within 24 inches of the Screamer Killer. And then we have both units of Scourge moving out. I can see the Psychophage, the Screamer Killer, or the Exocrane, as well as some of the other bugs. Both Ravagers have moved up. The Cronus is staying back to give everybody humming noises, regenerating pain tokens. And then I rolled all the biggest advances in the world to get everything kind of like behind this building. This Venom has moved up to see the Zoanthropes. And my Mandrakes rolled incredibly high to get within the enemy deployment zone to deploy a teleport homer for the first time for the game, which I think is great. Okay, so with that, we're going to do some shooting. We'll come back. Take good stock at what is left now and what is left when we come back. And if I haven't killed anything, I'll be sad. Shooting phase. Well, I did kill a few things. I did kill the Psychophage, which is important.
Yes. Yeah. That phone pain is noted.
I took a couple of wounds off the Screamer Killer within the Death Jester. I took a couple of wounds off that Exocrane because you used the
command point and rapid regeneration.
So that actually helped a lot against Dark Lances. Then the one Venom on this side shot into the Zoanthropes and killed one and put two wounds on another. And the other Venom shot into the Warriors back here and only did 2 damage to one Warrior.
Yeah.
So got a monster. That's 3 points for bring it down. My Mandrakes on that side have deployed their teleport homer within your deployment zone, which means I will get 4 points for that, and I get to declare a charge.
Yeah.
I am going to declare a charge into just the Gene Stealers.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
I have no idea what I need. That's definitely not what I need.
No.
So
it's fine. It's fine. He ran all the way to get
that is where my command point is going to go. Command point, reroll. A 4. I don't know if he's going to make it. Let's see. Well, Mr. Solitaire, it was nice having the idea of you for a turn.
Yeah, no, he's going to die.
He's very much going to die. Unless I just roll 3-up saves till the cows come home. So with that, I'll get 4 points for deploy teleport homers, 3 for bring it down. 1 dead Solitaire later, it is going to be turn number 1 for the bugs.
I've got extended battle lines, which works quite nicely because I want to murder the Solitaire and then piggyback onto the objective, but overwhelming force is going to be tricky to get because you're kind of not on any objectives that
not on that one.
From in your...
Not on that one, I stickied it because of the mission rule, and I am on this one, but nothing can really see there.
It's fine, that's my command point generator.
I love it, and then we'll come back after the movement phase.
Welcome to turn 1 of the Tyranids, what I like to call the Great Yeetling. Everything is just slowly moving forward because I just need to get into combat and be able to get in range, and Skari's hiding away from me like a coward. So the Broodlord and the G-Seals did advance to get onto the objective. The Warriors are going to deal with the Solitaire, that's fine. The Exocrane also had to move forward just to be able to see the Raider. Everything around this flank has just kind of slowly moved forward. The Exocrane did have to shuffle to get out the way of the Haruspex and the Maliceptor. Tyrannofex is staying still, so it gets the heavy benefit. Zoanthropes moving along to deal with some Mandrakes because I don't want to play teleport him to keep going off. And the Screamer Killer is slowly moving forward to go do the nom.
I love it. That's exactly what a Screamer Killer would do. So we've got some shooting. We've got the Tyrannofex, we've got a couple X-Screens, we've got the Zoes, and then we've got this mess over here. So we'll see what it looks like after the shooting phase.
Pretty successful shooting phase. I managed to kill quite a few targets. I started with the Tyrannofex into 1 Ravager and
just nuked it.
Absolutely nuked it. Everything went through. Died. The Exocrane up here did manage to pop 6 wounds off the other Ravager.
Yep.
And then the final Exocrane did get 3 wounds onto the Raider. Beyond that, the Zoanthropes absolutely murdered all of the Mandrakes, so I don't have to worry about them anymore.
Well, I still have 1 more unit.
Well, that 1 unit I don't have to worry about anymore, and if you want to come towards me with more Mandrakes, I will murder them again.
That also makes sense.
Fine.
Yep.
And yes, unsurprisingly, the Warriors
they just shot the Solitaire to death. They didn't even charge him.
No.
I just failed 3 out of 6 armor saves and he died.
Yeah.
Well, that serves him right for failing that charge.
Yeah, he kind of deserves it at that point.
So what did you score?
So, yeah, because that is my turn. I've got nothing else to shoot, nothing else to charge. I do get 5 on extend battle lines with the Gene Stealers, and I am going to keep a hold of overwhelming force, just trying to discourage you from moving out onto objectives, because I will murder you.
I love it. Now, Swarmwheel did give you an additional command point, so you have 2. As we move into battle round number 3, battle round number 2, sorry, you'll have 3 command points. Yes. I will have 2 command points. And my plan is very simple. Bring it down and deploy teleport homers. That's all I gotta do.
Easy.
So, yeah, that's it. My mandrakes, of course, will go up into the sky at the end of your turn. My second squad of mandrakes. And I've got a Void Raven Bomber to arrive as well. End of the Dark Eldar movement phase. I'm using tricks and trickery. Hello, little bug. How are you? They actually still have to move. So it isn't the end of the movement phase. Please hold. Now we're done moving. So Lilith got out with her witches and is going to go and attack and try to do what the Solitaire couldn't do. The Void Raven Bomber has arrived, has some nice targets, and then next turn can kind of move into a position to continue to do that unless it gets Tyrannifexed to death, which might also be a thing. This Ravager's moved behind this building to stay alive against all the shooting. However, I've tried to bring as much firepower to bear on the Carnifex and the Zoanthropes to solidify that corner, because if I can keep on doing my deploy teleport homers with my cheeky little mandrakes in the corner,
These mandrakes so dead.
then I just get a bunch of points every turn. So, however, that Carnifex and this Harrowspect, Harry the Harrowspect, they're the ones that I need to try and murder right now. Okay, so with that, let's dive into shooting phase, and we'll be right back after these messages. We'll be right back. Shoot! Ha!
Rude.
Yeah. So I was able to kill the Carnifex and the Harrowspects. Harry did go down to a lot of Dark Lances.
It took a lot of firepower.
It was a lot of firepower. And I only killed one of the Zoanthropes with all the firepower I threw that way. Your so 4-up invuls on them were amazing.
It's just me.
It was. Now, over here, I was able to shoot pistols. I threw a grenade with a strat. I did a Venom and the entire Void Raven Bomber to kill the warriors, which does mean, and I put a wound on your Prime.
2 wounds on him.
2 wounds. Sorry, yeah, I have damaged your Prime.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. I got 3 pain tokens. I killed 3 things. I killed 2 more big bugs, which does give me some big bring it down points. But now, Lilith is going to go and try charge in to this Gene Stealer and friends. Okay, so I rolled an 11, getting on there, which is nice. Now that means I get to base pretty much everywhere, and I'm gonna make sure I'm off the objective, so no overwhelming force for you, bugs. And yeah, I put a pain token on them to reroll hits now. And I think Lilith is just gonna go for Thrilling Spectacle right now. And just go for it. However, I'm
going to spend a command point on Death Frenzy, so on the 4-up, they get to find Death.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And after the combat, that's what it looks like. Yeah, that's right. All the Stealers and the Broodlord, well, almost all the Stealers, and the Broodlord
all but one
fought in death. And the amount of devastating wounds they did just killed everyone. What? And Lilith just has 2 wounds remaining.
That's what you get for charging Gene Stealers.
That was actually, I did not expect that from a little mini unit of Gene Stealers.
Can you imagine if I had 10?
That would have been, she would have been dead too.
Yes.
That was crazy. Okay, so Lilith is now by herself, but she did her big display of accuracy. She did 18 wounds by herself.
That was really impressive.
That was awesome. With that though, I will get 2 more monsters killed, so I'm up to 9 out of 20 potential bring it down points. I'm out of 8 potential 20 deploy teleport homer points as we move into your turn. And I'm not on any objectives other than this one still. For overwhelming force. I still have 1 command point in the bank. You have 1 command point in the bank. So you'll go up to 3. I'll go up to 2. Yeah. And you get to draw 1 more card, which will be...
Deploy teleport homer.
Nice.
Good job, I got Rippers.
Get into the middle or do it with Rippers, which might be able to do in my deployment zone if they can find it. Oh, they will be able to find that. They're actually dead. So yes, there's a nice big spot up here. Well, that's just 5 points you get.
Yay.
Okay. Let's go into the movement phase of Tyranid turn 2.
I feel like I've not got a lot left in the movement phase and definitely felt like it's less than last time. So
The Dark Lances are having their effect.
No.
They've taken their toll, their pound of flesh.
Quite literally. The Zoanthropes, again, they've just moved up to make sure I deal with the Mandrakes because I don't want you continuing to do actions because it's really annoying. The Molly the Mouse, yes, I do have Rippers to also do.
They've decided to show up right in the corner and they're going to do Teleport Home and give me a dose of my own medicine.
We have the Winged Prime has just moved up onto the objective to be very annoying. The Exocrine has stayed still. The Tyranids did have to move forward to be able to see everything, but that does now mean he can shoot Lilith if he wants to.
Yep.
With the big gun. Definitely not the Stinger Salvos.
Of course.
With the big gun.
Yep.
The Swarmlord, disappointingly advanced 1. So he's gone.
He's hugging the building.
Yeah, he's not going down the middle for some strange reason. And then the final Exocrine and Molly the Maleceptor, I will get her name right one of these days, are just moving forward.
You painted them so well. They look so good.
Thank you. That's so nice. I love them.
It looks so neat. Okay, so booped. With that, let's move into the shooting phase. We'll come back to see what the Tyranids have been able to do.
Mud. Shooting phase complete. I managed to deal with a couple of targets. The Zoanthropes, I didn't kill the Mandrakes. There are 2 left.
Yeah.
Very sad. I did try and put the focus switch fire into the Venom, did nothing. The Tyranids did successfully manage to take care of Lilith with the Stinger Salvos and then failed to do anything to the plane.
I passed my 6-up invul.
Yeah.
Cha-ching!
Not annoying in the slightest.
Nope,
And
not at all.
Both Exocrines did combine together to be able to take out the final Raider. Final Raider? Yes.
Yeah, that's it. No more Raiders for me.
No more Raiders. You do have a Ravager. No,
I'm kind of scared as to what Molly's going to be doing over here.
Currently nothing.
So I'm probably just going to run my Homunculus out and see what happens.
I didn't see those there. I will charge them.
Didn't she advance?
She did advance. I will not charge them.
Okay.
I completely did not see. Yes. True line of sight blocking.
That's
Can't even see
they're,
them.
They're really sneaky. Okay, so with that, you did get your behind teleport homers.
5 for deploy teleport homer. I am discarding overwhelming force.
So you will not get a command point because you already got an extra one.
I'm very greedy.
So I will go up to 3 command points. You will go up to 4 as we move into battle round number 3. My plan stays the same. Deploy teleport homer, break it down. This is the fixed is very effective if you can do fixed.
Yeah.
It's definitely not as cinematic. No, boring. But that's okay. I'm gonna kill bugs.
Okay, it's not gonna
Squish bugs. I'm gonna grab my Canarade.
Hey.
End of the Dark Eldar movement phase. I'm just basically focusing. I'm trying to kill Maleceptor slash Exocrine and trying to take out the Zoanthropes at the end here. You decided to shadow and the warp me.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun.
So the Mandrakes did pass their Battle Shock. 2 Battle Shocks, actually. I failed one, which I then spent CP on. Then you shadow the warped me. So I did pass that one, but you Battle Shocked that Ravager, the Homunculus, and the Venom. Cool. Not bad. Good thing that this is sticky objectives and I didn't have to be on objectives. The Kronos and the Death Jester are going to potentially have to kill some little rippers. But other than that, I think Drazar's going to go see about fighting the Swarmlord, who took a mortal wound from the bomb.
But nothing else happened.
Nothing else happened.
You
know what?
Bomb.
There's also, he's taking a pain token too. So I'm going to spend all my pain tokens. You booped him. You booped him good. Boop. And with that, let's do some shooting. We'll come back after. I just have to kill more monsters and do more deploy teleport homers, which is what Mandrakes are for. End of my shooting phase. Molly got off scot-free.
Literally scratch-free.
Yep.
Didn't even do
that
anything.
4-up invul just prevented all the damage.
I did spend the command point on rapid regeneration. I didn't even need it.
Nope. I did kill all the Zoanthropes though.
Yeah.
Which was good. And I put 2 wounds on the Swarmlord. Sorry, 3 wounds on the Swarmlord with the Void Rim Bomber. Because the Swarmlord also got all of the stuff bounced off. Other than 1 missile that went through. I did kill the Prime with that Venom. And now it's in the charge phase. I did kill that
Exocrine. Don't forget my Exocrine.
That is true. I needed to kill that. That's another big monster that I get for killing. As well as my Mandrakes continuing to do deploy teleport homers within your deployment zone. So now I'm going to go into the charge phase. I'm going to give them a pain token so they can reroll charges.
They really don't want to fail.
And I'm going to give... No pain token here, but I need an 11. And I can't fail 11-inch charges. Oh,
so close. Do you want me to reroll it?
No.
So close.
No.
Reroll it. Do it.
No. And then over here, going to go in with a 6. I don't know if that makes it. I think so. Because they can go through that.
Your axe?
Yeah, they'll come in. Sure. Yeah, let's have some fun. End of the fight phase. As you can see, Drazar went in and murdered Swarmlord. Yeah. Even through a rapid regeneration.
So dead.
That was actually really good.
Yeah.
Drazar got like...
just killed me though.
Yep.
Perfectly.
It was just right, which was really, really cool, even through rapid regeneration. However, I did lose 4 of the ranks into Molly.
It's a shame you didn't kill them all.
I did put some wounds on you, though.
Yep, I am down to 9 wounds remaining.
There you go. Not bad as we move into battle round number 3 for the Tyranids. And your 2 cards shall be...
They should be...
You now only get 1.
Enemy lines.
Okay.
Okay.
Which yours, if you pass a battleship test, you should be able to do.
And cleanse.
Nice. So do an action on objectives in No Man's Land.
Not difficult in the slightest.
Not at all, especially with all the models in the world remaining.
Yep.
That's right.
A whole 4 models.
That's right. Ripper included. So we'll come back after the movement and shooting.
Well, battle round 3 for Tyranids. I had a I had to think really hard about my movement phase. There's so many options that I could do. I had to make sure I picked the right one. And I've gone with moving the exocrine up onto the objective. Everything else has stayed still.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
You did spend a command point on the Ripper because you did fail your battle shock.
Yeah. I only rolled a 4, I think, on 3 dice, which is fantastic. So, command point spent over there, but I will be getting behind enemy lines at the very least.
That's good. Okay, shooting phase time. And here we are after your turn. What happened?
So, the Tyrannifex did manage to absolutely obliterate the venom.
That's right.
Yeah, and then the exocrine shot the innards.
And killed all 5 incubi.
Yeah, leaving Jazar incredibly lonely. Molly did manage to shoot out of combat into the readers and
just murdered them.
Destroyed them. And then didn't quite manage to take out the whole... I didn't quite kill the homunculus in combat.
Yeah, I tried to make you take mortal wounds in the with my enhancement, but you're a synapse creature and they roll 3d6 for synapse for battle shock. So it's very unlikely to happen. Yeah. You do get behind enemy lines for a couple of points there. Yep,
points behind enemy lines, discarding cleanse, and I am getting a command point for it this time because
I did kill Swarmlord. That's right. Well, Drazar himself killed Swarmlord. Which was awesome. I should have done his vicious execution to get the extra pain tokens, but I totally forgot to do that. Okay, so with that, on to my turn. Let's dive in to turn number 4. The Drukhari encircle the beasts. The big Tyranidy beasts. Birds. Scourge moved up, get some Dark Lances in range. The Kronos has to try and take 2 wounds off of a Ripper. Totally doable, right? The Mandrake's going to do Mandrake things and continue to get points. And then we've got Ravager, we've got Cablite Warriors, we've got Venom. We've got a lot of things pointing at Molly. And then the Homunculus fell back to make sure that it's not -1 to hit Molly. Drazar is just going to go on Blinding Rampage.
I understand. I respect it.
Yep, it is Drazar after all. And with that, let's dive into the shooting phase. Well, Molly did go down.
Eventually.
The Ravager just put the nail in the coffin. I was able to do enough wounds to bring her under 50%. And then I did Prey on the Weak with the Ravager. Reroll wounds, just went through.
I would call Molly weak. I did take quite a lot of events for that.
I
did spend the command point in rapid regeneration to save her.
It did not save her this time. I did kill the little Ripper Swarm back here. And then the 2 Scourge units took out the other exocrine.
Perfectly.
Yeah, just like right to the wound. I have a pain token now in the charge phase. I need to roll 11 to get Drazar into the Tyrannifex. 11s. Nope. I do get a reroll for free though. No. I think Drazar's probably going to die. Yeah, you should. So we'll just do that and we're basically going to call it there. Middle of the shooting phase. Drazar got 3 hits because sustained with the big rupture cannon. I passed 1, failed 1, used a CP to reroll it. I have one. 6, no less. I have 1 more impulse save to make on Drazar. Will he survive? Yeah, 666s, baby.
Salvos there.
Yeah, I know. Good job, Drazar.
He's gonna die.
He has like 5 wounds.
No.
With a 2-up save.
I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah. We'll roll it on camera.
I'm not going to kill him.
Hooray!
I do get a sustained, so there is still hope.
There is hope.
There is still hope.
Toughness 3.
No,
2?
The hope is dead.
What's the AP?
Hope is dead, nothing.
Okay, 2 up.
Yep.
2 up again.
Hope, yep.
Drazar looks at the face of danger and says, "Not today!"
Yeah, hope is dead. As are my dreams.
As are my dreams and hopes. Awesome. Katie, thank you so much for having the game.
Thank you. This is so silly.
It was. I did do a lot of secondaries because I just picked fixed and didn't have to think about it too much.
That sounds like a
It's
very
almost
nice
midnight
time.
here. I have to take a plane at like 5 a.m. in the morning. So that's exciting. So we're going to call it there. Other than that, where can people find you if they don't know already?
Me, I am on Skaredcast 40k on like Instagram and Twitter, and I'm part of Tabletop Tactics. We have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have YouTube, we have our own on-demand service so you can sign up and watch loads of videos where I do more silly things with Tyranids.
That's right. Silly things with Tyranids is what the doctor ordered. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thanks for having me, Katie, and putting me up for my trip here to Tabletop Tactics. That video is probably going to be out on demand, I think. So make sure you keep track of that, where I get to play you and you played Eldar.
Oh yeah, I was way meaner.
You were very mean. This was my revenge.
Yeah.
With that, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I've been Skari, your grateful host. Check the links down below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And you are all amazing. I'll see you on the next one. The Dark Kin. Bye, everybody.